to take a look at quadratic equations, and we're going to also look at ways of solving quadratic equations. Just a couple quick definitions. If I'm talking a quadratic equation, it's one that has a form ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. And the condition is that I have to have an x squared term. So quadratic, even though it sounds like 4, has 3 terms. Usually, not always, but it does have to be a second degree equation. Now, what's the difference between that and a quadratic function? Well, it's a rule function. F of x equals ax squared plus bx plus c. There's no equals a number here. Still, we have to have that ax squared. We have to have the x squared term in order to be considered a function. A quadratic. Now, what's the connection between these two things? It's the zeros. We've talked about zeros before. A zero of a function is an x that when you put it in makes the function value 0. It's the solution to the quadratic equation that we just had at the top. All right, let's take a look at how we would find some of those solutions. First one you've probably used before, zero product principle. Very simply says if a times b is equal to 0, that can only happen if a is 0, that first thing's 0, or the second thing is 0. Now, it doesn't matter I have 2 things or 10 things multiplied together. If the product is 0, one of the things in that listing has to be 0. So one way that we're going to be solving quadratics is by factoring. The one thing we want to note is that I have to have all terms on one side equal to 0. You got to have the equal 0 part before you can start setting things your factors equal to the value. So I can't factor this and set the things equal to 3. I have to move it all to one side equal to 0. Then I unfoil this, right? So 2x squared, well, I need a 2x times an x. So the first things here multiply to give me the first term. Skip the middle for a minute. Go to the last one. What times what's going to be a negative 3? A positive times a negative. We make it negative 3 here and a positive 1 here. That would work. And then we check that outer product, positive 2x, inner product, minus 3x, plus 2 minus 3 would give us our minus x for the middle. So that outer, inner always have to add up. After you multiply them out, have to add up to this middle term. So now we have stuff here times stuff here equals 0. So either the 2x minus 3 is 0 or the x plus 1 is 0. Solving both of those, we get these two equations. Now I want to show you that I could check this on my calculator. So if I go up here and I put in 2x squared minus x and minus 3, and I graph it in the standard window, usually that's what we're going to do, I see that I have a parabola here. It's crossing twice. That means I should have 2 solutions. And I think I know the answers, so I'm just going to choose number 1 value, and let's put in 3/2 and confirm that the y is 0. Yes, that's right. And I can do the same thing here for the negative 1. I put negative 1 in for my x. Yes, the y is also 0, so we just confirm that we have some solutions.